Hi. No, actually, growing up, I dreamt of becoming an accountant. But along the line, here I am, working in the development space, working in an education sector, providing solutions to problems that are related to education and more or less still in line with the profession I would have loved to be in or be active in while I was growing up. But here we are doing what we know how to do best, and I'm glad doing it. I think positive results motivates me the most. It's always a good feeling when you put in efforts and you put in so much work to get things done, and at the end of the day you see the outcome of what you've done to be very, very positive and impactful. That alone is a motivation to me. It makes me to want to do more, because there's always this thing about life. Once you keep getting positive results at what you do, you keep at it, you keep feeling good about it, and it's a motivation for me. In this space that we are in, impacting lives generally positively in terms of getting positive results from all our interventions, seeing that the efforts and all the plannings and all the resources that the organization puts in to get results are not being wasted. They are actually making impact, and we're seeing the results. It's a motivation for me to want to do more. The best advice I've ever received from AREAi would be me developing myself professionally. And that advice came in at a point when I joined the organization, and it's actually from Godwin Osama. He happens to be my line manager at that time when I joined AREAi, and we got talking, and what he advised me on then, it's part of the drive that keeps me going and wanting to develop myself professionally in this development space. That would be being diplomatic. As much as I know, life it's all about balancing. As long as you wish to grow in life and you also want to improve on certain things about life, you wouldn't want to do that at the detriment of hurting or stepping on another person's toes. Likewise, in achievements, everything is not always having it your own way. There are particular moments or times whereby you just have to consider other people's opinion, consider other people's feelings, and know how to balance it in order to achieve your aim in life. So as much as I would love to get things my own way, I also need to consider how people feel or how the environment will perceive it. So that's me being diplomatic, trying to balance the equation amongst the two aspects. The coolest culture, that would be us working as a family. We don't have this atmosphere of I don't know how to put it. It's not like a tense environment where you come in and everyone is so tensed up, trying to be on their laptop, meeting up with daily deliverables and all that, not checking on your colleague to know, oh, how are you, how have you been, and stuff like that. It's not that kind of environment. It's an environment where we look out for ourselves. It's an environment where I would say it's like a second home. That's like what I relate the culture with at AREAi. What age? I'm still young, and I'm not looking at retiring anytime soon. But if at all I should retire, that would be at the age of 70. That's because I just feel there's a lot more to do. That is one. Two, I don't see myself getting tired soon. I feel still very active, and I would love to do more. I would love to do more in this space that I am in. I would love to explore as many opportunities and platforms that comes my way, to see that I reach out to as many people as possible. I'll also look at it as, in all, as God strengthens me. Yes, because He's the giver of strength. As God strengthens me to do all that I intend to do, I would really love to do more for the good people of the country, and that will be me working up to like 70 years old. The favorite part of my job, of course, if you're actually following me in this conversation, will be me trying to provide solution to people's needs or problem. And so far it's been very, very fulfilling. Why? Because as an education programs person, I tend to go to the field. I facilitate some sessions with beneficiaries of what we do, and this gives me joy because meeting them in person, hearing from them, knowing how they feel about some certain aspects of life, and seeing how I can come in as a person to provide solutions to see that they are comfortable. It's actually a very wonderful feeling for me. I won't trade it for something else. It's actually a personal stuff. From my growing up, I love to talk to people and get as much positive vibes I can get from them, and also give that same thing back to them. I don't get surprised though. The surprise that I usually do get about my job is when you plan a particular thing with some set of stakeholders at a particular point in time, and then when it gets to the time of actualizing the plans that you've had with them, some certain changes come up, and you'll be surprised as to how there could be a transformation from what we discussed earlier to what we are now facing. So in terms of getting surprises at my job, I think that will be more of externally, because internally I don't see anything surprising me, because we take it as it comes. It's something that we are built for. We're prepared to take some risk, and we're prepared to make assumptions where necessary. So I don't get to be surprised. You know, this particular holiday will make me sound like an unserious person, but that will be like a sleep holiday. I mean, Nigeria is so filled with work, people moving around, and ask me if you want to. Somebody will say, don't you have the night to sleep and all that? But it's not everybody that sleep at night. Yes. So you realize that sometimes you come to work and you're feeling sleepy, and you just need to find a place to rest your head, you know, get yourself back before you go back to work so you can be productive. But as it is, here we are. We're in a country whereby you have to work for the time that you're being paid for. But like you said, if I'm being given the power to do so, that would be to create a sleep holiday where everybody will just go home and sleep, re-energize yourself, you know, feel very energized to come and give it back to the society. That's it. The co-worker that never fails to cheer me up, that would be London. London is such a cheerful fellow. She looks out for me, actually. Let me just put it that way. Another person will be better. Better looks out for me as well. These are two persons that I would say, if I'm not at work today, believe you me, before the end of today, I either get a call or a text message as to why I'm not around. And when I'm around and I look moody, they have a way of making me feel alive. Not because what I was feeling then was not what's being in that mood, but at least cheer up, have fun, enjoy the moment, and move on with life. So these are the two people I would say they actually do cheer me up the most. What I see for the future of AREAi is ability to explore other African countries. Yes, AREAi is such a robust organization that looks out to so many aspects of life. They are not just concerned about quality education and getting their target populations have a better understanding of life. They are also concerned about providing platforms, opportunities for their staffs. Yes. Why? Because every youth that aim to be better in life, every youth that that wants to grow professionally in their career, especially in the development space, and they are opportune to work with AREAi, believe you me, it's going to be like a step for them to grow, a step to be a better person professionally and in their career. So I look at AREAi giving more opportunities, giving more platforms to youths in our country and other parts of the African countries. I also look at AREAi exploring other parts of African countries, creating impact and making sure that the vision and the mission of the organization is not lost. Okay, so what I think they misunderstand about me is me being complicated. I'm saying this because sometimes when you ask me to say a thing or two about a particular thing, I tend to say it as I don't want to say as I wish, but I tend to say it as I know it's supposed to be. And while communicating that, some persons may perceive it as me being so complicated or so forceful, like having it my own way. But that is not me having it my own way. That is me saying it how I feel it should be. Yes, that is me saying it how I think it should be. It's not a do or die affair. If you can't do it, don't do it. And if you must do it, you do it the way it's supposed to be done. So that is just it. I know there are situations whereby you may want to bend a little, get alternative ways of doing things, but even at that, while doing that, ensure that the quality of the process is not lost. That is what I think when I'm emphasizing on, people tend to get me the wrong way. That's that. In 10 years time, I would love to see myself already structured academically and professionally. I would have by then been stabilized with my my career in monitoring and evaluation, because currently I want to venture into data analysis, and that doesn't mean I'm leaving the programs aspect of education, but that will be just me adding that to my profile as a data analyst and monitoring evaluation in the educational sector. I would love to see the structures already on ground and exploring opportunities that comes alongside with this profile. Advice to an employee, that would be, you're coming in new, try to understand the vision, Try to understand the mission of the organization you're joining, because when you're able to know this, it will help you align your purpose in that organization. It will help you align your stay, because if the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse definitely is inevitable. You can't come to a setting and not know what that setting is all about. You need to study the environment, know what the environment is representing, so you won't misrepresent the environment while delivering on your daily deliverables. So that's just me telling you to know and study the mission and vision of an organization as a first time employee. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Bye.